Hello traders, and welcome back to another live trading video. Taking a look here at dollar yen. I have a short position currently open. It actually just got triggered. I stepped away from the chart and looked back, and here we are open on USD JPY to the short side. Let's talk about the why behind this trade, and let's talk about how the trade actually unfolds. We'll step by step go through the trade together here on the video and see how it goes, and I'll end up posting it whether it's a winner or a loser to let you guys hopefully learn something from my trades. Again, winner or loser, I actually find that losing trades and documenting them and the mindset that I have going through the trades is actually beneficial both to myself as well to you guys watching the video. So let's go ahead and see how this trade unfolds, and we'll get into it right now. So today is October 9th. I'm taking a trade here on the short side on USD JPY. I'm currently already in the trade. And before it gets too far ahead of itself, I want to talk a little bit about why I'm in the trade and what my goal here is with this trade. Obviously, the goal is to make money, but within that process, how is the trade kind of setting up and why am I involved on the short side? Now, we are looking again at USD JPY. We're looking at the 1 hour chart. You can see up here in the left as well as right here. We have a 1 hour chart open here on this particular pair, and we are in a choppy or back and forth or sideways market currently. You can see price is kind of oscillating between this high and low. And right now I'm seeing a potential sell setup right here on the chart. And you can see the reason for that being is that, again, we've entered into a market environment where price is not strongly trending either direction, at least on the 1 hour time frame, right? We're in this kind of range back and forth. And I'm looking to catch some of that back and forth motion. We did get rejection off of this high here, as well as rejection off of the lows. And so my kind of range bound market here has been identified, and looking to see if we can catch a rebound off of this structure high, which I'm going to be looking to see as a resistance point. Now, currently we are right around break even on the trade. We got filled right here. You can see price jumped up just past our red zone here, and unfortunately for buyers, it pulled back relatively quickly. Now, it could continue up, and if it does break out and continue to go up, then you know what? No big deal. We'll take a loss on the trade. And if it decides to roll over, then we will look to take profit down at this recent structure low. Now you can see I've highlighted it in green down here. This recent structure low, you can see we put in a couple lows, 1, 2, really 3 times, and then a retest right here, a 4th time, showing that buyers in this area had strong control of the market and pushed price higher, right? It's kind of simple supply and demand when it comes to like economics, right? We have a market down here that's showing demand in this lower structure area, and that's where when and if the trade goes in our favor, I'm going to look to get out of a position. Why? Because buyers might be willing to step in down in this area, but for the time being, the flip is why we actually got into the trade right here. We have sell resistance here previously on this particular market, and so I'm looking to get involved on the trade on the sell side up in this area, hoping that resistance will hold. Currently, we're not so sure, right? You can see price is kind of chopping around at our level of resistance, and we're looking to see if price can indeed roll over and give us a profit. But again, either way, as winner or loser, my goal is to post this video and to talk through the trade as it is unfolding. So we're into the trade. The trade has been alerted to members. If you're not already a member, there's a link down below. You can follow along with my trades as well as see my analysis in real time. So I'll be back with an update shortly here on USD Yen coming up soon. Okay, traders, a little update here on USD JPY. We're looking at the 1 hour chart, and you can see that price has held our level very, very nicely. Now, it was not a perfect entry. We did take a little bit of heat on the trade as price went against us briefly, right? You can see price went up through our entry. We got involved on the short side right around here, and price now actually rolling over very, very nicely as price kind of jumps to the downside. That might have partially been due to some sort of news. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here, but we do have some volatility coming into dollar yen, moving price to the downside. Now, if we get our little crosshair here, we can see that we are currently still about 30, 31 pips away from our target here. If price can continue to roll over, then we'll get out of the trade for a nice profit of right around $222 and still risking at this point $145. So looking to see if this trade can continue in our direction. We got a great entry there, right? Price was not perfect. We came into our zone of resistance, and you can see that price tagged kind of this upper region up here as well, and that's really where we found some nice resistance. But again, we gave the trade a little bit of room to run. We didn't put the stop too tight, because in that case we would have gotten stopped out due to any sort of fake out or any sort of noise in the markets. And the honest truth is, guys, when we're looking at the markets, there is an essence of noise, right? The markets are not perfect. There are so many different variables going into price movements that sometimes our technical analysis is just not going to be perfect. That's why personally I like to give the trade a little bit of room to run. Now, when we're looking here at dollar yen, and we clear the chart up just a little bit, again, we are looking to take profit down in this area here. So as price falls in our favor very nicely, we're looking to get out at a technical zone or a technical support zone where buyers might be waiting for a discount on USD JPY. Now let's think about this for a second. When you are a trader, a lot of times you hear the saying, buy low, right? Buy low, sell high. And so that's what we're looking to do here on this particular trade. We're trying to keep things very, very simple. Buying low, right? Buying down here and selling up in this area is what we're looking to do in a range-bound market. This concept of buy low, sell high is really a concept that does best, in my opinion, in market environments where either you're trading with the direction of the trend or you're trading a back and forth market like the one we see here, where price is back and forth and giving you opportunities along the way to trade potential reversals, as we are seeing right here. Hopefully we see price continue in our favor. Again, if price goes there, we'll take profit, we'll call it a good trade, and we'll move on. If not, there's still the chance that we see some sort of pullback here and price does continue up and stop us out of the trade. Part of my trading strategy is not to move my stop loss. Some people will like to move their stop loss into profit, or they'll move it to break even. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. But for my particular style and the way that I've kind of back tested this concept, I'm looking to not move the stop loss, because for me, it becomes a little bit of a touchy-feely, should I move my stop loss? It's not exactly perfect every single time. And for me, I like to have that consistent approach to how I treat my trades. And so for me, what works best is to not move my stop loss. Again, not necessarily right or wrong to move stop losses. And whether this trade is a winner or a loser, people will always say, well, you should have done this after the thing has already happened, right? For me, what I know works best for my individual trading is not to move my stop loss, but rather just to leave the trade on and let my profits come if they're going to come. Otherwise, move on to another opportunity. And if I do stop out, then you know what? That's part of the game. Sometimes you're just going to have that happen. It is the evening right now. It's the start of the Asian session right now. So I will be back if anything interesting happens. Otherwise, we will be back whenever the price gets moving. Okay, traders, so taking a look at here at dollar yen, it did not work out for us. The trade actually ended up breaking through that channel that we had pointed out here along the top and rallied past our level of kind of resistance, ultimately to hit our stop loss here. You can see price did continue further once it hit our stop loss, which is actually kind of a good sign. It means that we were kind of correct with the fact that if price continued to break out, then we might see that continuation to the long side. And so with that, USD JPY got us out of the stop loss there for about $145 loss. Not the end of the world, but more so importantly than making a loss or a win on a trade, I want to talk a little bit briefly about the importance of sticking to your plan. You can see that in this case, maybe it would have been nice for a lot of people. It's easy to say, well, maybe if I just move my stop loss a little bit further away, right? And that's kind of the idea that can get you in a lot of trouble, because when price keeps going against you and you're highly leveraged, as we were, right? We were keeping a pretty decent sized position. However, the thing is, if you keep that stop loss relatively within check, it can limit the damage that the account can take, right? So as price came against us, no big deal. We just took the loss and we're moving on to the next opportunity. Right? No need to stick there or stick around in the trade or try and, force our will on the market. Just take a loss and move on. This trading range that we had pointed out ultimately did break out to the long side. And so we're probably just better off finding a new opportunity rather than trying to force a sell here. So overall, a loss of $145 here on dollar yen. I hope you got something out of this video. I love to show my winners and my losers, because I find that losing on camera can actually be good for both myself looking back at my trades and sharing them with you guys. Hopefully you got something out of the video. video. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up down below. It might help me recuperate some of my losses here if I can make $1 or $2 on YouTube. I'm kidding, but thank you guys very much for watching, and I do hope to see you on the next one.